Okay, everyone. So today we are going to look at your health. And we all know that our health is very important. And therefore, we have to learn to take care of ourselves. All right. So I'm going to share the computer sound now. Let's get busy. All right. Hello, everyone. Today we will be looking at the vitamin Bs. And as you can see, we will be taking the basket to the farm, not the supermarket, not the fast foods places. We are going to go to the farm. And the subtopics we'll be looking at functions, food sources, and deficiencies. The vitamins we'll be looking at vitamin B1, vitamin B2, 5, 3, 6, 7, 9, and 12. You may ask a question, what is a vitamin? Vitamins are organic compounds that are needed for normal metabolism and the overall health of the body. And we can obtain these from the food, the natural food that we eat, that God has given to us, the grains, the nuts, all right? The wheat, yes. So these are what God has given to us to eat, all right? So now let's look at vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, and it is a water-soluble vitamin, and it plays a crucial role in various bodily functions. And some of the key functions are energy metabolism. It helps the nervous system to function properly. It helps your muscles to be strong, and you can walk and run and jump without falling or feeling weak. And it helps you to think, all right? And also, it gives you a good heart health. So the foods that we can get these from are whole grains, seeds, nuts, legumes, enriched bread, and cereals. And the supplements, it's available in multivitamins, and you can take them to prevent the risk of deficiencies. Now, some of the deficiencies, one of them, the main one, is beriberi. And beriberi is characterized by weakness, nerve degeneration, and heart problems. All right, and you have to ensure that you take adequate amount of vitamin B1 to prevent beriberi. And the functions, why we need it, is so we have our energy can be boosted, our cells function properly, our metabolism of burning up the fat and the protein and the carbohydrate is at optimal shape, and it is also good for the antioxidant. All right, so the sources of the food that we can get these from is soya, bran, wheat germ, buckwheat, chickpeas, popcorn, and you can do your research to find out other foods that you can get vitamin B2 from. Today we are concentrating on only plant-based, all right? So let's go to the other vitamin B2 or riboflavin. Yes, and the deficiency, you have fatigue. As you can see, the man here in the bed doesn't want to get up. He's tired. The other lady, she's walking, shortness of breath. And here you have an increased opportunity of being infected because the body cannot fight the viruses that coming into it. All right, apathy, you have cold feet and pale eyes because you don't have enough iron in the blood, as well as vision problems, and you cough a lot. Okay. Vitamin B3, niacin, is the other vitamin that we'll be looking at. Coenzyme in energy production in cells, work with other enzymes to make sure you have optimal health. It's necessary for body growth, and it supports fatty acid synthesis, and it reduces cholesterol levels. So we will have blood vessels where we have heart attack and other diseases that will overtake the body if we don't have niacin. So some of the foods that we can get it from is grains, bran, peanut butter, wheat germ, sesame, buckwheat, almond, date, tofu, avocado, sweet corn. So if we have our balanced diet, we should not have problems with the vitamins. And the deficiency is skin disorders, dermatitis, and you have nervous system disorders, depression and anxiety. And if you have a craving or a desire for alcohol, take vitamin B3. All right? The toxicity, doses used to treat high blood cholesterol. You know that toxicity means poisoning, right? So you make sure that you take these things, take these vitamins as how it is to be taken, not too little and not too much, just the right amount. So speak with your health provider, okay? And the side effects is skin flushing and liver damage. So you have to be careful. Vitamin B5, pantothenic acid, synthesizes coenzyme A. So it works with other enzymes to make sure that the body functions properly. And from this, you get it from natural yeast, avocado, plantain, sweet potato, oranges, pecan nuts, oats, cabbage. And as you can see, that avocado keeps repeating at times, sweet potato and oranges. So we can get from one food at least 2 to 3 different types of vitamins. All right. So when you can do your research, so you go a little bit more in depth to able to know that this food will give me vitamin B1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now the deficiency for vitamin B5 is headache, fatigue, irritability, impaired muscles, coordination, and burning feet syndrome. All right, and you hardly have any poisoning from vitamin B5. Vitamin B6, coenzyme in protein and amino acid metabolism, so they work together to make sure that you burn off the excess or what the body is to use is used. All right, metabolism of carbohydrates and fats, energy production in the cells of the nervous system, blood formation. Yes, and it supports the immune system. Now, I'm encouraging those women who are taking oral contraceptives and pregnant and nursing mothers, you make sure that you have enough of vitamin B6 to protect your unborn or nursing child. All right, vitamin B6, the food sources again, you notice the bran and the wheat germ coming over. Garlic, sesame, blackstrap molasses, bananas, chickpea again, whole grain rice, avocado again, and potatoes again. And then you have sunflower seeds for vitamin B6. The deficiencies, as you can see, your lack of iron, it makes you tired, it makes you nervous, you have skin disorders, right? And you can permanently damage your nerves if you take this in high dosage. So again, talk with your doctors before taking any form of medication. But when you're eating from God's pot, you can never go wrong, okay? Now, the functions now of vitamin B7 biotin, it's where it promotes carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism, just like vitamin B6. But here now, it helps to package DNA in cell muscles, all right? And it promotes hair, nail, and skin health. And it's necessary for cell growth, and it regulates blood sugar levels. So you're having problems, diabetics, you know that you need to have vitamin B7. The food sources, the mushrooms, the cauliflower, the tomatoes, nutritional yeast, all right? And as you can see, we have the brewer's yeast and the wheat bran coming over again, the oatmeal, barley, bananas, avocados again, raspberries, sweet potatoes again, spinach, broccoli, peanuts, soybeans, black eyed peas, almond, walnut, sunflower seeds. So from one food group, we can get more than one vitamins, all right? So the vitamin B7 or the biotin, the deficiencies. So if you're losing your hair, you have skin rashes, your nails not looking as it should, and it's brittle and easily broken, you easily become depressed and you just don't have the energy. You're seeing and hearing things that you're not supposed to see and hear. There is numbness in your limbs, conjunctivitis. The child is not developing as he or she should, and your immune system is weakened. You need to know that you are lacking in vitamin B7. So instead of running to the doctor to spend the thousands of dollars, you just go to the market, go to the farm and buy fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts. Vitamin B9, the folic, the functions of the folate is DNA synthesis and repair. It produces and it also creates cell division and growth properly, especially in pregnancy. And you have red blood cell formation, so you don't have anemia, and amino acid metabolism. So you notice that different things in the body needs to be burnt, right? And amino acid is one of them, carbohydrate, protein, fats. So vitamin B9, it increases the needs. Why do you need it? Why do we need it? For growth, for women who are taking contraceptives, when you're pregnant, persons who have heart attack are at risk for heart attack, anemia, intestinal parasitis. So parasites are in your intestines, and alcohol consumption. If you have a craving for alcohol, you know you take vitamin B9. Food sources, the mung bean, as you can see, chickpea, lentils coming again, wheat germ, spinach. And as you can see that the green leafy vegetables are important. Your orange juices and your whole grain bread, where you use your whole grain bran to make the bread. So, you know, you have to prepare your meal and provide your family with nutritious meals so that they do not have these deficiencies. All right. And mental deterioration, you have swelling of the gum. Again, you have another type of lack of iron cause all sorts of disease where you have the bending of the bones and you're not um, they're not growing as you should and forming as it should because you have some deficiency and you need vitamin B9. Women of childbearing age need 400 micrograms at least per day of folic. Toxicity can mask vitamin B12 deficiency. So if you take too much of this, you don't realize that you need vitamin B12, which is very, very important. So here we are at vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is from a bacteria that is usually found in the mouth and absorbed in the intestine. So the functions that are needed for normal folate function, DNA and red blood cell synthesis, and maintain, or it creates a shield around the cells, the nervous cells, called methylene shield, all right, protect the cells. So spirulina, soya beans, spinach, and barley is the foods that we get vitamin B12 from. Is very important to the body. All right, and the deficiency is another type of anemia. So we have at least 5 types of anemia, pernicious anemia. So some persons are saying, all right, so one food may give 2 or 3 vitamins. What about the others? Now, I know that we have persons who go into the labs and they find a way of bringing all these vitamins into one capsule. All right, so multivitamins are often advised to be taken together because they combine various vitamins and minerals that work synergistically to maximize health benefits. All right, we use them for convenience, we use it for balanced nutrient intake, we use it for nutrient gaps. Something may be happening in your life and you can't put your hand on all the different types of foods. You may take one of these nutrients and you will be good to go, but it's very important that we use the natural things that God has created. God has created for us to put on our tables, and God has created for us to put into our bodies. So why vitamin B? It has a unique role in maintaining the body's overall health, and any form or any lacking whatsoever can cause specific health problems, as you can see the numerous health problems that were portrayed. All right, so it is important for optimal health, and you need to take it as long as you have a balanced diet rich in various nutrients. It can help you to maintain the necessary levels of these vital vitamins. Now that you know what to do, we're encouraging you to make sure that you have natural foods and avoid the processed foods as much as possible. Go into your garden, go on a farm, especially a organic farm where you can purchase foods without the various chemicals that will still affect the body. All right, so now that you know, we are encouraging you to spend your money wisely. We're encouraging you to take care of your health, and we are encouraging you to make sure that those smaller ones at home who do not know what to put into their bodies, you may teach them also how to eat, so they stay away from the sugary and the fatty foods and too much carbohydrate, and they will have a balanced meal as God has ordained. All right, now that you go and sin no more, or else worse evil come up on you.